Hello students, I hope you understand the square and square roots part till a few properties of the squares, the Pythagorean triplet. These all just you go through the videos. Alright, the basic thing in the square and square root are the square roots which are important and which are used in the further classes. So let us start for the work for the exercise 6.3. Alright, in which we define the square roots, the properties of the squares, how we can find out the square between numbers or the Pythagorean triplet or other properties of related to squares or non-square numbers between two squares. This you have already done through the videos. Now let us start with the square root. Basically we must understand the square roots. Now for the square roots, different methods we can adopt to find out. Now, first of all, understand the squares and the square root. As I told you in the previous video that when we find out the square of any number, suppose 6 square. Square means the multiplication of 6 with the 6. Same numbers are multiplied, then we call it square. And if value it is equal to 36, then the root of 36 is equal to 6. Square and square root. This is the symbol for the square root. This is the symbol for square root. Okay, these are the vice versa or the reciprocal of each other. Basically, square root, that is this symbol square root, is equal to power 1 by 2. Alright, in one side we do square. When we this power 2 moves towards the another side, then it change into square root. Okay, suppose we have to find out 6 square is equal to 36. Alright, then this power when moved towards the another or right hand or left hand side, then 6 is equal to change into, actually this change into power 1 by 2. Alright, this power 1 by 2 is called root, square root, and the symbol of square root is this one. So we directly put the square root symbol. So the square of any number is the vice versa of the square root. Alright, so square of 6 is 36, then 36 square root is equal to 6. In this case, question is 6 and answer is 36. Now in this case, question is 36 but the answer is 6. Square and square root. Alright, now we move towards the square root. How we finding out the square roots of different numbers? Finding the square root through repeated subtraction. This is the first method to find out the square root. Every number has not the perfect square. Alright, but few numbers like 25, 36, 1 square 1, 2 square 4, 3 square 9, these have the perfect squares. Only the square root of perfect square is only possible. So, now how we find out? The first step is to repeated subtraction is how we find out. First of all, understand with the help of example. Alright, 9 square is equal to 81, that you know very well. Now, what is the square root of 81? That is 9. This is the simple one I have selected for you. How this answer 9 we can find out? Question is root 81 and answer is 9. How we can find out 9? Because when we find out for the lengthy numbers, how the method is adopted. Using the method, if the question is given that find out the square root using repeated subtraction, that you must use the complete process. Alright, understand from this. What you have to do, you have to subtract from 81. Alright, subtract from 81. Successive odd numbers. Successive means one after the another. So 1, the successive odd numbers are start from 1 always. 1 is the odd number, then 3 is the odd number, then 5 odd number, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19 and so on. After every odd number there is even number. But you just go for the odd numbers. So you must successive odd numbers are to be selected and starting from 1. So by subtracting successive odd numbers starting from 1, we get the root of any number, square root. Start from 81. Subtract 1. 1 is the least odd number. We get 80. From 80, subtract 3. We get 77. From 77, subtract 5. We get 72. From 72, subtract 7. We get 65. Now, similarly, by step, 65 minus 9. What we get here? 56. Then start from 56. Start from 81 to 80, 82, 77 step by step. Now 56. Now subtract from 56. Okay. 11. What we get? 45. From 45 next odd number is 13. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. You can see the successive odd numbers. We get 32. From 32, subtract 15 because after 13 next odd number is 15. Answer is 17. From 17 we subtract 17 because after 15 the next odd number is 17 and the answer is 0. So the process is what? So by subtracted successive odd numbers starting from 1, always from 1, and obtain, what we obtain, the result is 0. After how many steps we get 0? That is important. We get 0. Start from 81. Answer is 0. After how many steps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So total 9 step we adopted. That's why the square root of 81 is 9. This is the total number of steps. That is the square root of given number. Let us see one more simplest example. 81 is odd number. Suppose we have an even number. Suppose 36. We want to find out the square root of 36 using the method. Which method? Repeated subtraction. And what we are going to subtract? We have to subtract successive odd numbers. That is successive odd numbers and start from 1 always. Alright, from 36 subtract 1 we get 35. 35 minus 3 because next odd number is 3. 32. From 32 subtract next odd number, that is 5. We get 27. 27 minus 7 we get 20. 20 minus 9 we get 11. And from 11 the next odd number is again 11. Answer is 0. Alright. So from 36, start from 36 and end at 0. How many steps we follow? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 steps we have followed. After 6 steps we get 0. That's why the result is 6. The square root of 36 is total steps, is equal to total steps. That is 6. Now this is one method that you find out the value of the square root of any number whose perfect square is possible. Okay, using the repeated subtraction. Now in the exam, if it is given that find out the square root, you can adopt other methods also. Let us further do more methods for that. But if it is given that you repeated subtraction, then you must use the complete process and write the process answer according to this. This is the complete steps you must follow. Alright students. Now the next method, which is the next method we adopted to find out the square root of any number. Square root by prime factorization. This word we already know. What is the prime factorization? Prime factorization means factors means break a number into smallest part, into its smallest multiples. Now let us start with a number. Suppose 12 square is equal to what? 144. And so square root of 144 is equal to 12. This you understand as we have done previously in other examples also. Now the value of 12, that is the answer. Suppose this is the only the question is given. You have to find out the answer. Alright, how we can find out the answer? Now using prime factorization also. The factorization means break the given number into smallest factors. Alright, so let us start with the factorization. 144. Now divide 144 to the smallest number. That is smallest even number is 2, because this is even number, so we can divide it by 2 also. When 2 divide 144, we get 72. When 72 again divided by 2, we get 36. Again even number, that is also divided by 2. When 2 divide 36, next is 18. Result is 18. When 18 also divided by 2, we get result is 9. Now 9 is even number or odd? 9 is an odd number. So it is not divided by 2, but 3 can divide 9 and add 3. Now if we want to find out 4 more factors, this is the smallest odd number, not less than this can be possible. Alright, so smallest one is 3. After that we cannot find out more factors. After that we can find only 1. Alright, so we have to find out the factors smallest up to smallest number, that is suppose 1. Okay, now how many factors are there? What are the parts? What are the factors? How many parts we can do for the 144? That is break a greater number into its smaller parts. So factors of 144 are 144 can be written as 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 3 multiply 3. A number is equal to multiplication of its factors actually. Alright, that's why we can write 144 is equal to 2 into 2 into multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 3 and multiply 3. Okay, these are the smallest factor which we can do for the 144. Now, actual process is now start. Now, make a pairs for these numbers. If the pairing is possible now, only then the square root of that number we can find out. Otherwise, the square root is not possible for the given number. Make a pairing of two numbers, 2 and 2. Make a pair of this number, again the pair of this number by using the single line 3 3. Alright, why we use these pairs? Because we want to make change into squares. 2 multiply 2 can be written as 2 square. 2 multiply 2 again written as 2 square. 3 multiply 3 can be written as 3 square. Now, if all the numbers with same powers can be compiled. Compiled means 2 multiply 2 multiply 3. Power can be compiled, that is outside the bracket. Alright, numbers multiply, power not added. Actually compiled. Compiled means हम सबको इकट्ठा मल्टीप्लाई करके उसकी टोटल पावर 2 भी लिख सकते हैं. That is also the method. This power is on the 2 also, on the 3 also, on the 2 also. 2 and 3. This power is on the single these numbers. 2 square, 2 square, 3 square. We can compile the power. We can use outside. You can write outside the power. Bracket में इन तीनों को लिख के power ऊपर लिख दो. That is the same thing. These two terms are similar. Alright. Now 2 multiply 2 multiply 3. What we get? 2 into 2 4. 4 multiply 3 we get 12. Alright. So it is actually written as 12 square. Alright. So 144 is equal to 12 square. That's why root of 144 is equal to 12. Alright. By using this process we can find out 144 root is equal to 12. How we find out? Break the given number into factors. Alright. Now place the factors in front of numbers. Multiplication of factors. Make a pairing of the factors. 2 pairs. Alright. And write down the squares. 2 square, 2 square, 3 square. Then compile the square. The numbers are multiplying and square in the outside in the power form. All right. Then multiply these numbers. We get answer is 12. 12 square we can write 144. So root of 144 is equal to 12. This is the another method to find out the square root. Using any method, the answer is similar. For one question, answer is 1. But the methods are different. Alright, we use more methods, we explain more method to find out square root. But understand this, if the question is given, find the square root. You can adopt any method. But if the question is given, finding square root using repeated subtraction, then use this method. Finding square root using prime factorization, use this method. Alright, so I hope you understand. Do more practice for these kind of questions of exercise 6.3. Alright, we further in the next video we also do more example related to this, plus one more type for the method to find out the square root.